Hi and welcome. This is Verena Gayatri Primus. This is an after travel practice, one of my favorites. I've just been using it this last weekend in Barcelona. I'm also like to teach this to my clients, private clients and students. And I want to share just a few poses that I like to do. As I said, it combines what I share with you in my talk about travel yoga. I combine starting slow, standing poses, and really doing a slow flow. And also put in hamstring openers, hip openers, and in general poses that I like, especially standing poses that are good and grounding for traveling. So as I said, let's start on the floor. Let's start to get grounded first when you're traveling. So lie on your yoga mat and hug in your knees. Close your eyes. So our main focus is to get energy circulating. You can do the short Qigong practice I've done in the previous video and then do this. It's all about making the energy flow. So hugging the knees into the chest, moving from side to side. And now, hug your right knee into the chest, stretch the left leg. It's called Apanasana. In Ayurveda, this is really important. We ground down the energy, the downward flow of energy. And now, hug the left knee to the chest, stretch the right leg. Now we're getting the joints of the hip moving, the legs. Let's do this a few times. Right knee to the chest, stretch the left knee to the chest, stretch the right. And now lift up the head for a little bit more core engagement. Stretch the left, hug the right, and stretch the right, hug the left. One more time to the right, and one more time to the left. And then again, hug the knees into the chest, and now open your knees a little bit more to the armpits. Flex the feet. Now place the left foot on the floor. Hold now the outside of your right foot, and draw the right knee to the armpit and to the side of the body. Half happy baby pose. You can place your left hand on the hip, and if you like, you can stretch the left leg, really just breathing into the right groin and hip area. And then just for a moment, I really like to also stretch the hamstring wherever you are. You can hold on, circle your foot, make the lymph flow down a little bit. And then hug the knee into the chest in Apanasana and change. Right foot to the floor, lift the left one up, bend the left knee, hold the outside of the left foot, and now draw the left knee to your left armpit, your left upper thigh to the outside of your left chest. Right hand on your right hip. Keep the right knee bent or stretch out the right leg. Now here, half happy baby pose. Draw the knee, the upper thigh, stretch the right leg. Breathe, lubricate that left hip. And if you want, use an extra little hamstring stretch, holding on maybe behind your thigh. Stretch the leg up. Circle the feet to open the joints in the feet and toes. Make the lymph flow. And then hug the head and knee in. One more time. Right knee to the chest. Let's stretch out the left leg right away. Hold on to the outside of the right foot. Half happy baby pose. Draw the right knee in. Left hand. And maybe now a little longer hamstring stretch. Reaching long. Circle the foot. I find this really helps loosen up the hamstring. Now lift up. Engage in the core a bit more. Draw the head and knee together. And then release the right leg down. And bend the left knee to the chest. Starting up with holding on to the outside of the left foot. Left knee to the left armpit. Half happy baby pose. A couple of breaths. Really stretch the right leg. And then hamstring stretch. Hold on behind your thigh, calf. Move a little bit your ankle. That helps loosen up the hamstring. Walking the hands up if you like. Engage in the core, head and knee coming towards each other. And then hug the knee into your chest. Hug both knees into your chest. And now rock and roll. Hold on behind your knees and rock forward. and back, getting the fluids and lymph flowing through your spine. And then come up, and we'll still stay close to the ground first. So bring your knees hip distance apart, sit onto your heels, and now stretch in an extended child's pose. Walk your fingers forward, drop your head, and just breathe into your lower back. Take a couple of breaths here. Now we do a little flowing sequence between down dog, child's pose, and upward facing dog. So hands under the shoulders, and now please tuck your toes under and come into a down dog and really pedal your feet. Move the dog. Move the right heel to the floor, left heel off, and move the left heel to the floor, right heel off. Do it a few times. It's really in this sequence we want to move. We want to remove the stiffness, but be gentle and really grounding and slow so the vata can calm down after traveling. Then lower the knees, open the knees, sit back, child's pose. Now come through all fours, and now we do kind of an adjusted upward dog. Not a full upward dog, but keep the knees up, keep your hips off the floor, keep the knee, elbows straight, and look up. So really stretch the whole front body. Hold in the belly so you're not all the whole pressure goes into the lower back. Lift up, gentle flow. And then once again, come back onto all fours, walk your hands a little bit in, and come again into down dog. Let's do this whole sequence 2 more times. Moving in the heels. If you like, shake out the head a little bit. Come into a plank. Release the knees. Open the knees a little bit. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch the hands forward. Drop the head. Come onto all fours. And now drop the hip down. And lift up into a loose upward dog. And keep swaying a little bit so you can stretch the psoas muscle in the front. Looking up. And then again, through all fours. And last time, come into a down dog. Reaching back. Walking the feet. Come forward. Lower the knees. Stretch into a child's pose. Come onto the hands and knees. And now come forward, up dog. And come back. Now let's come into, as I said, I really love hamstring stretches after traveling, because when you sit so long on a plane or taxi or car or train, really the legs get so tight. So come forward into a low lunge. An ideal would be, if you do this at home, please grab a couple of blocks. But if you don't have blocks, which mostly we don't, if we arrive in a foreign destination, then let's just walk the hands up, and if the floor is too far away from you, just bring the hands onto your shin. If you can keep the hands on the floor. And now bend. So we do a few flows in Ardha Hanumanasana half split. So walk the hips back, either bring the hands on the shin or on the floor, or use a couple of blocks if you have. And then coming forward. And one more time, walking the hands back. You can also flex the foot, then it goes a little deeper also into the calves. And now bend. Gently tuck your toes under. Pause for a moment in high lunge, really stretch out, and now stepping back. Pedal your feet a little bit. And then stepping the left foot forward. Right knee on the floor, point the toes, stay a moment in low lunge. And then once again, walk the hips back, keep them square. Maybe flex the foot in the front. Or if you have your feet on the shin, it might be more stable to have the foot on the floor. And then come forward. A couple of more times. Reaching back. Stretch the back of the hamstring. And coming down. And with the last one, if you're like me, I really like to stretch into it. So if you want, stretch into it. And then bend the front knee. And this time, palms of the hands down, stretch the leg out, really lengthen, and now stepping forward. Keep your knees bent, interlock the hands behind you and fold forward. I feel that it's really soothing to have the belly on the knees, dropping the head, opening the shoulders. And now to kind of bring a little bit more strength into the legs and have a little bit of a full body strengthening experience. Stay in Utkatasana chair pose, reach the arms up and look up. And then come up, bring the arms to the side. We'll do a little slow flow here. So inhale, exhale, hands in front of the heart. Bring the fingertips to the floor, reach the arms up into Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up. So the forward folds are really very Vata balancing and traveling, also stretching the hamstrings, so stay here for a breath. And then bend the knees, sit back in Utkatasana, bringing the hands to the side or front. Really sit back, strengthen the quads, and then hands in front of your heart, and release. One more time. Inhale, exhale, hands into prayer. Bringing the fingertips to the floor. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding down. Uttanasana. Now half Uttanasana, you can come up, slide the hands along the shins. Exhale, fold. Now sitting back, hands to the side, coming up. And straighten. And as I've mentioned, I really like the standing poses while traveling. So let's please step back the left leg, keep the right leg in the front. I find the most balancing standing pose is really triangle, but let's get first into the Virabhadrasana 2. So really arms open, bend the front knee and sink down. Look over your right middle finger and let's have 2 or 3 breaths here. Now focus really on the grounding aspects, strength and grounding. And then from here, take a moment, stretch the front leg, and now tilt in the hips, bring the hand on the shin. If you have a block, you can use a block or slide the fingers to the floor. Now really stretch out. And to have a little bit more of a stretchy experience here, now bring your top hand to the right toe and really stretch your whole spine. And then lift up again, lengthen. And then bend the front knee. Coming into Warrior 2 again. Straighten and step forward. And release. And let's do the same thing to the other side. Bring hands in front. Step again the left leg back. Now let's rotate to the left. Left foot turns out. Right foot turns in. Come into a wider stand. Shoulders down. Reach from the fingertips down and up, bend in the front, move your feet, and really now sink nicely into Virabhadrasana 2. Look over your left middle finger, straight spine, shoulders over your hips. Now calm, quiet, grounding breathing. Stay here, one more breath, building strength. Not too much heat this summer, so let's get out of it. Stretch the front leg, tilt in the left hip, and bring the hand onto your shin, your right arm up or on the floor. Now really deep side stretch here. You can stay here if you like the classic pose, or bring your right hand to your left toe and really stretch the whole spine side. And coming up again. Bend in the front knee, coming through Virabhadrasana 2 again. And this pose I really love, especially if you don't feel like going into an inverted posture, but bringing fresh blood into your brain. Bring the hands on the hips, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And either just bring the hands under the shoulders, or grab the outside of your ankles, Either way, open the feet a little wider if you need to, and now really drop the head. You can also walk the hands behind you, palms down. Keep the knees straight and now shake out the neck. Let fresh blood flow into your brain. It feels wonderful. Also here the hamstrings get a good stretch. And then from here, lift up. Walk your hands forward. Heels in a little bit. Bend the knees, come up with a straight spine. And now heel, toe, walking in. We finish with a hip opener and a short relaxation. Hip openers, there are many. Let us do the sleeping pigeon or lying the pigeon pose on the floor. So let's lie back, hug the knees in the way we started. And now bring the left foot on top of the right thigh and hug the right knee in. This pose is also called threading the needle. So feel like you're threading a needle through your space here between the legs. Hold on behind your knee and now draw in. And as you see, it's called also sleeping pigeon because the pigeon is the same shape. We get the same stretch in the leg. Close your eyes and now a couple of breaths here. You breathe into your hip, let it open up. And then bring the feet forward, and I really love this. Just shake out, any stagnation. Make your blood and lymph move. And then bring the left foot on the floor, bend the right knee, right foot on the left upper thigh, right hand underneath the shin. Now hold on behind your knee. Keep the right foot flexed, and now hug the left foot in or leg in. And open up in the right hip. Pause here, stay here. Close your eyes. Feel like also your energy body is landing in your physical body. With the breath, with the stretch, with the awareness. And then release this, shake out the legs one last time. And let's finish. Not with half happy baby, but full happy baby pose. Hold on each side of the foot and really hug the knees towards the armpit. And I like, especially if I'm traveling, to keep it kind of flowing, so sway from side to side. And then soles of the feet together. Place the soles of the feet on the floor. Supta Baddha Konasana, sleeping butterfly. Hands alongside your body or on your belly and your chest. And I invite you now to finish the practice here. Taking at least 5 breaths so your whole pelvic area, the lower organs, and the pelvic floor can relax. Especially if you've landed and you're ready to go to bed, please stay a little longer in this pose. If it's too intense of a stretch, bring some pillows underneath your legs. Please stay here as long as you like. Finishing this practice here in Supta Baddha Konasana. And I say thank you and namaste from this position to you. Namaste.